Hello, Slays. It's time again for Bad Girls Video Game Review. This week, I'll be reviewing Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon for the Nintendo 3DS. But before I do that, let me show you my cute little girl Luigi costume. I'm gonna turn the lights on just for a second. I'm gonna turn them right back off because it's creepier if the light's off. Ta-da! Do I look pretty cute? Got vacuum cleaner and everything. Tee! Okay, back to business. So, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon is a direct sequel to the original Luigi's Mansion for the GameCube that came out in 2001. Now I gotta say, the plot goes a lot deeper in this one than the first one.
So here's the plot. Everything is just fine and dandy in Evershade Valley, and Professor Egad is performing some experiments with his friendly ghost assistants. All of a sudden, King Boo decides to be a fucking douchebag and obliterates the Dark Moon, shatters it into 6 pieces which scatter all across the land. This causes the friendly ghosts to turn into fucking dicks, and they run rampant and wreak havoc. Now who does Professor Egad call for help? Why, none other than our hero Luigi. And, well, Professor Egad kindly asks Luigi to help. Okay, so he doesn't really ask, he kind of forces Luigi against his will and kind of abducts him into it, but you know, whatever, what the fuck ever.
Now, of course, Luigi is going to need some new equipment to fight off all these ghosts and find all the pieces of the Dark Moon and restore order. That's where Professor Egad's newest invention comes in.
This time around, Luigi is armed with the Poltergust 5000, an upgraded version of the Poltergust 3000 from the original game. Although it has lost the elemental powers of fire, water, and ice, it has gained new features such as power surges, which, while sucking up a ghost by moving the joystick the opposite direction and then powering the bar from blue to green to red, you can press the A button and activate the power surge, which will take a considerable amount of HP off the ghosts and make them a lot easier to catch. Another new feature of the Poltergust 5000 is the Dark Light, a special flashlight that allows hidden, invisible things to be seen. Just shine it on an empty spot where it seems like there should be something there, and it will appear.
Now, one of the biggest things I noticed about Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon in comparison to Luigi's Mansion is that it is a lot longer. The original Luigi's Mansion could be beaten in just 4 or 5 hours, whereas Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, you're gonna be dealing with it for at least 12 hours. There's a lot of puzzle solving. You really gotta use your noggin to get through some levels, and shit, one level even might take you an hour just to finish. And the difficulty level of some of these puzzles is crazy. I'm really starting to think that the Mario Brothers franchise is aiming for the older fans now. I don't think they're really appealing to the children all that much anymore. I have a really hard time seeing a 7 or 8-year-old child being able to figure out some of the complex puzzles that can be found in Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. On top of that, Luigi's not only visiting one mansion, but 5. There are 5 mansions in this game. There's Gloomy Mansion, which is just your standard mansion. Then there's the Haunted Towers, which is 2 towers built around a giant tree, so there's lots of living plants and shit in there. Then there's Clockwork Factory, which has a very steampunk and kind of a western feel to it. Then there's the Secret Mine, an underground labyrinth built into the Arctic North ice. And lastly, there's the Treacherous Mansion, an extremely dangerous place that, with paranormal readings so far off the scale that they alter the very dimensions. And here is part that's really gonna kick your ass. Just when you think you've succeeded, just when you think you are victorious, something happens to take it all away. Good example.
Oh man, I just finished looking up like 10 ghosts to find this key. Spent about 45 minutes to get to the top of this tower specifically for this reason. I am so glad I finally got this key. Nothing to do. What the fuck? Hey, get that back! Get that back! Get that back, you little piece of shit! Put it down. Yeah, step away. Step away. Stay away. No, no. Put it the fuck down. Put that down. Don't you dare. Don't you. I will kill you. I will fucking kill you. I will. Ah! I will stick this vacuum up your ass and abort all your ghost puppies, you sick motherfucker! Ah! Fuck!
The controls for this game are very straightforward and very easy. I got a hang of it within the first level, and I really don't see anyone else having a problem with the controls either. The replay value of this game is great. Even after you defeat King Boo and beat the whole game, you can go back and find things that you missed. In each and every level, there is a Boo hidden somewheres, and you have to find it and catch it. Chances are, you're not going to find every Boo your first run through. You're going to have to go back to older levels and find all those Boos that you missed. Also, there's some gems lying around, hidden in places, behind stuff, underneath stuff. You have to make a chain reaction to make some appear. And if you gather all these gems, you can get pretty bitchin' crystal statues of Luigi to view in the vault. And so chances are, you're not going to find all those in the first run either, and you're going to have to go back for them. So replay value of this game is awesome. Now, if I had to say anything bad about this game, I think it's that it's just not a video game that really had me hooked. I enjoyed it, I finished it, but it took me about 3 weeks to finish, when usually when I pick up a new video game, I can beat it in a few days because I can't put it down. That really wasn't the case for Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. I only wanted to play it in small amounts at a time. So it's just not a game that you're going to want to play non-stop, but you are going to want to finish it eventually. It's a very solid game for the Nintendo 3DS. I think anybody that's looking for something to hold them over until Pokemon X and Y comes out should definitely buy it. And it totally, completely kicks the ass of Luigi's Mansion for the GameCube. Bad Girls Bitch Blog gives Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon for the Nintendo 3DS a 8.5 out of 10. Now, if I may be permitted to make a closing statement.
This guy is a fucking asshole. In my opinion, he's more difficult than King Boo himself. Best of luck to you when you reach him. He fucking sucks.
This has been Bad Girls Video Game Review. Salute.